We're live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the July 2024 Judge Foundry Board meeting. We're going to have a quick meeting tonight, a few things on the agenda. The first up is approval of prior minutes. We have the minutes from May 29th and June 26th. Has everybody here received those? Any problems with approving those? No? Looks like no. Okay, so previous minutes are approved. Those will be available on the website shortly once we have someone go around to uploading them, and then we should be up to date on our meeting minutes. The next thing on the agenda is the membership update. That's usually my job, so I'll continue. In July, we went up to 242 uncertified members, but we had some members from each of the levels leave Judge Foundry, so now 345 L1s, that's down 4, 229 L2s, that's down 14, 24 L3s, that's down 1, L4s stayed the same at 10, and L5s were down 2 to 19. Overall, that leaves our membership at 869, which is down 2 from the last report. I'll note that we had a few more people cancel their subscriptions this month, or that were resolved this month because of some delays in processing that. So this is more like twice as many people leaving in a month than we normally see. So we'll have a more accurate plus minus when we do the meeting next month. Next up would normally be John Bryan with the Treasurer's Report, but he is not here this time around, so we'll get that report out to you next time. The next thing on the agenda is our member Q&A, which we did not have any posts this month, so no Q&A this month. Reminder that we usually put that forum up about a week in advance. We'll try and post a little bit more about it next month so we can get some more Q&A. And the last thing I guess we have is announcements. So first, we'll go to Rob, who has announcements about the regional advocates.
Yes, so the regional advocate election was completed, and the completed election was posted by Dan Collins on July 19th on the JF Elections blog. We have a set of regional advocates for the United States and Canada, and I want to run down who they are. Hopefully people have a general sense of who your regional advocate is already, but I would love to just get it out to people. So starting in Canada, in the eastern provinces, Dom Berriou, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Dom is the eastern provinces regional advocate. Moving on to the Great Lakes region, which is basically the region surrounding Lake Michigan, so it includes both Wisconsin and Michigan. Kylan Schaefer, he's a friend of mine. It's pronounced like Kyle. Kylan Schaefer is the regional advocate for that region. In the Mid-Atlantic region is Stephen Krisiak, who's excellent guy. Love Stephen. In the Northeast, we have Dave Uni. Dave is fantastic. I love Dave. In the Pacific Northwest, we have Sam Durald, who you can see he's got a big smile on the page. That's just the way he is. In the Pacific West, which is also kind of the Pacific Southwest, is Chris Kleinstuber, who's done a lot of work in that area in the past. In the Plains region, just my region, so I feel about this. Corianne Thero is the regional advocate. She works a lot with energy, so you've seen her at events. She does some judging in addition to her work as the person who does all of their tracking on stream. In the South Central, we have Gary Rowland, who is an excellent guy. In the Southeast, we have Marcos Sanchez, who is a recent L3. I just saw him a couple weeks ago. Marcus is fantastic. John White is the Southwest regional advocate. And the Western provinces of Canada is Tobias Vasari. Toby's really, really good. If you haven't met her, she's an excellent advocate for a region already. That's my rundown. I could go into details on a bunch of the people, but I'm happy with the selections. I think that the different areas will be happy. They're working on getting communication channels set up. They're working on getting their area captain set up, and they're finding their feet. We're going to see more from them in the not too distant future, I believe.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob. And thanks to the elections committee for putting together
Yes.
our excellent first election. There was a lot of work there. Next up, Bears has an announcement about gift subs.
Gift subs are live and available. Any Judge Foundry member can gift a subscription to another Judge Foundry member or to yourself if you would like to pay for your subscription in advance. There is a cap on how many gift subscriptions a person can receive, not how many you can give. That's just to make sure that we don't create too much liability for the future. Since it is kind of like giving a coupon to somebody ahead of time that has to get tracked on our records. So we're very excited for this feature. There'll be a couple of other small improvements being made to it over the coming days and weeks. Please let us know what you think about it. TOs have been using it for events for the past several months. Thank you very much to our TO beta testers. You were invaluable in helping us figure out a couple of glitches and getting it all streamlined. We hope you enjoy this experience. It's something that users have been asking for, something I think is great value add for TOs, and a bit of a nice way of creating a gesture of appreciation among judges in the community. So let us know what you think. You can reach out to us via email, board@judgefoundry.org, as well as through our website, and by starting a conversation on Judge Apps. So we'd love to hear what you think about it. And we'll, of course, be monitoring the metrics. A few people have been doing it already, so that's really great to see. And if you don't know how to find it, I should mention this. It should be easy to find, but just log into Judge Apps, and on the left-hand side, there will be a gift a membership link that you can go to.
Awesome. Thanks, Bears. Do you know how many subs people can gift, right? What the maximum you can receive is now? Is it the end of the year? I know we agreed on this and talked about it a while ago.
Yes, so it counts down basically through December 2024. So if you haven't received any yet, currently you can get 5. I believe that tomorrow that'll go down to 4. So basically,
yes, right after we charge everybody's credit card.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. And then we expect, I believe we expect the incoming board to approve extending that number into next year, but we wanted that to be their decision so they didn't get hamstrung with our ability to take everybody's money ahead of time.
Exactly.
Speaking of incoming board, Matt has an announcement for us about that.
Hi, yes. So this announcement is not being made on behalf of the election committee, although I am a member of it. Dan Collins is the chair and has been doing a ton of work. So props to Dan on setting up elections and getting us ready for this nominating and election cycle for the board. There is a blog post which is live. You can find a link to the blog post under the Judge Foundry announcements in the forums on Judge Apps. That's how I found it. There might be other ways to find it, but I know it's there. If you are a level 3, 4, or 5 member and you want to run for the board, we will do elections for the board at the annual meeting, but nominations are open now. And there's a link in the blog post under the nominations heading that you can use to nominate yourself. If there's somebody else that you think would make a great person to be on the board, talk to them, because we only allow people who have nominated themselves. We don't take nominations for other folks. So talk to them, have them check this out. Actually, I would encourage all of our Judge Foundry members to read this, because there's very detailed information about how the nominating process is going to go, how you can submit questions for our candidates so that they can answer them, how the voting is going to happen, and all kinds of things. So there's stuff relevant in this blog post for all of our Judge Foundry members, but it'll be particularly important for all of our members who want to run for the board. We have 5 members of the board. They're going to be elected for 1-year terms. So we're going to do this every September at our annual meeting. And the current board members will also, if they want to run for re-election, they also have to go through this process, because all of their terms are going to be ending at the end of September. So go ahead and check the blog post. Think about if you want to nominate yourself. Think about if you want to encourage some other Judge Foundry members to nominate themselves. to run for the board, because that process is starting now. The deadline for nominations is August 14th, so we have 2 weeks to nominate yourself, and then there will be a Q&A period, and then we get to the elections during the annual meeting.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. That's everything we have on our agenda. Is there any other business that anyone wanted to talk about today? No, I guess we're all done. So that's the end of the July board meeting. Our board meetings are always on the last Wednesday of each month. So that means the next meeting is, wait for it, August 28th in 4 weeks. I will see hopefully everybody in the call there, and y'all have a good evening to everyone else in chat.